Millionaire money moves. Do you want to know the top 10 secrets that millionaires know that broke people don't? In this week's episode, I'm going to share exactly that. But before we dive in, I want to ask you, are you the boss of your money or is money the boss of you? And chances are, if you haven't made money a priority in your life, money is the boss of you. And we're going to change that. So let's dive right in. But before we get started, if you are looking to step into your personal power, make more money, build the life of your dreams, like this episode, subscribe, and let's start a money revolution. So, secret number one. Rich people, millionaires, people that are successful with their money, they realize that they have a money story. And what is that money story? It is the thoughts, beliefs, feelings that they have about money. They realize that they are the creator of their reality and not the outside in. So people that are successful with money realize that they need to be working on their mindset because at all times we are carrying thoughts and beliefs about our potential, about the world we live in, about the opportunity, about our opportunity and what we can achieve. So one of the first things that people that become successful do is they set out and they work on their limiting beliefs. What are their limiting beliefs? What is the money story they carry around? And I'll ask you, what is your money story? Do you think that because of your gender, your eye color, your education level, that you can't be smart with money? Do you think because your parents came from welfare that you can't be successful? We are conditioned from the time we're born to the time we're 7 years old. And that conditioning by our family, our friends, the media, the community, the church, everything that surrounds us from 0 to 7 makes up our thoughts and beliefs and feelings about our potential and money, which creates our money story. So many of us are operating on outdated information. So your number one task, if you want to be the boss of money, you need to get in charge of your mindset and work on your thoughts and beliefs because your thoughts and beliefs about money drive your feelings drive your actions drive your results. So let's look at it this way. If you're fourth generation welfare and that's all you hear, we're poor, we're broke, you have no opportunity, you'll never amount to anything, and poverty is all we see, struggle, hard, lack, limitation. If that's all you see, that's what you're programmed 0 to 7 years old. And chances are you're operating on 98% of your subconscious beliefs, which is what drives your day-to-day feelings and actions and results. So, number one, if you want to be a money boss, if you want to know how millionaires become millionaires, how people become successful, they work on their money story. And I've talked about reality creation, how we are created in our mindset, and how we create our reality day in and day out. So, number one, your money story. Number two, your money personality. Do you like money? Are you scared of money? Do you think it's a nuisance? Do you do everything possible to avoid it? Is money all you think about? Believe it or not, we have a money personality. And on our website, the Sacred Money Archetype Quiz is available for free. And there's 8 different money personalities. And while it sounds fun and maybe a little bit goofy, it is actually powerful and enlightening because once you know your money personality, it helps provide understanding. You get to know yourself, and there's a little bit of relief. You stop fighting against your nature and you nurture your nature. So, for my sacred money archetypes, I am a ruler, I'm an accumulator, and I'm a maverick. all money personalities that really like, care, and desire to manage money. Hence the Money Boss platform. If I wasn't those three, I would probably be working on a different type of YouTube channel. So all of us have a different money personality, and it helps us understand how we feel about money, how important it is, our shadow side. If we love money, here's the great things about it. Here's the shadow sides. If we don't like money and we avoid it, here's the good things about our personality, but the shadow side. So get to know yourself. That is the most important thing. And number 2 on our list. Number 1 is your money story and rewriting your money story. Number 2 is your money personality. Number 3 is budgeting. An old stat that I got from a book, The Latte Factor, said that 97% of the population can't find 400 cash savings, not credit card, not borrowing, not robbing the bank, $400 savings in the event of an emergency. Most people have never been taught to budget. We have income, we have set expenses, and if we don't know that number, chances are we might be spending too much and then causing debt. And not only that, if we don't know our income and expenses, we also don't know how much disposable income we have. And hence, people end up spending on credit card, not paying attention, creating debt, and creating money stress. Number 3 is budgeting. Number 4, if you want to become a money boss, if you want to become successful with money, is you pay yourself first. And I have people that have commented on a previous video saying, if you're paying debt, you can't save. And I disagree with that in the fact that I recommend, no matter how much you are in debt, and if you're working on paying off your debt, you take and put $20 away. Hide it away, go put it in a savings bank, because that $20 isn't going to make a huge difference on your debt, to be honest. But here's the thing, it's a power move when it comes to money. Because once you start saving, you start to change your identity as somebody that has a spending problem that can't save to somebody that's a saver. It doesn't matter the amount. As long as you're putting money in an account and not touching it, you are now a saver. And it's powerful. You are now in charge of your money behavior. You have some savings. It feels empowering. And that's how you start to change your identity. You think and believe different about yourself. You feel different. You act different. You get different results. And it starts with as little as $20 a month. You change your identity. And here's what will happen. If you start paying yourself first, you become somebody that is a saver, not somebody that's in debt. You change your identity. Here's the thing, it gets addicting. Once you can successfully save 20, you're like, wait a minute. Okay, I don't need to buy that extra shirt again. Why don't I save 60? And then as you continue on your journey, you save more and more, you spend less and less, and that's how you start to take control of your financial destiny. Number 4, pay yourself first. Number 5, kind of touching already on what we just said. Number 5 is having control over your impulse spending and an impulse control process. Yes, I am Buzzkill Tracy. I have an impulse control spending process. And it sounds tricky, but all it is a system that you have in place to control your impulse spending. So let me explain. You go into the store. Number 1 mistake, unless you need something, don't be shopping, because there's always something perfect you want to buy, right? The next new shirt, the next new trinket, the next new technology, whatever it is, it's always there. So don't shop unless you need something. But number 5 is impulse spending. Very young, when I was trying to stick to my budget, I knew I had this much for personal money. You want to make wise decisions you don't want to overspend. So I said, anything that I want over $20, I need to pause. I need to walk away, leave if you can for a couple days, sit on it. Chances are the urge goes away. When we see something, we just want it, right? It's like beautiful. It's going to make us feel so good. It's going to change our life. That's how they market all these things to us. But don't we all know, you get that new shirt, you spend the $40, the $60, the $100, you go home. Oh, you love it. You feel great. You get some compliments in a couple days, 3 wears, 2 weeks. It's old news. It's in the closet. And then you got to move to the next retail high. Taking control of your impulse spending is so important. So I always like to say, have a dollar amount. Maybe 20 is not a big deal for you. Maybe it's anything over 50 or 100 if your income's higher. What is going to be that level that means a lot to you? If it's $20, anything over $20, you can't buy on the spot. You got to walk away. It's the coolest system, guys. It is one of the most life-changing money habits to taking control of your money. Impulse, control, spending, process. I feel like such a geek saying it, but this stuff here, guys, people think you go from broke to millionaire. You don't. And if people by chance get to millionaire that quick, it's because of inheritance or lottery. And here's the horrible stats. Most people that get inheritance or win the lottery lose it all within a year and are often in a worse situation. Why? Because they have not built the habits, the mindset, the control, the bandwidth of a person with $1 million. They're still the person that makes $30,000 and all of a sudden got handed $1 million. The person that didn't know how to spend and manage their money at 30 or 40 or 50 or 80,000 is sure as heck not going to become financially savvy when they have $1 million dropped in their account. It's going to be Mayday. So when we look at becoming a money boss, what this whole channel is about, it's about becoming the person, thoughts, beliefs, feelings, actions, results of a money boss. Somebody that says, I know money is important. Whether I like it or not, I know money is important. And if I don't become the boss of my money, money becomes the boss of me because I spend out of control. I create debt, which causes stress, which causes friction in relationships, which causes remortgaging. It's yucky. And don't feel shame if you're there. So many people are. And I'm happy you're here because no matter what your situation is, you can learn these steps to become a money boss and slowly start changing your reality. No matter what. There is no situation that is beyond hope. No matter what, you can start fresh and a new day and apply these 10 things I'm going to tell you and start to change your financial destiny. Doesn't matter who your family was. Doesn't matter what your bank account is, what your debt is today. Tomorrow, literally, if you start working on these habits, you can become a new person. Simple as that. Okay. 1, money story. 2, money personality. 3, budgeting. 4, pay yourself first. 5, impulse spending and controlling it. Number 6 is a net worth statement. And you might be like, Tracy, I'm not some big fancy business owner. Long before I was a big fancy business owner, I hate saying that, but boots on the ground, humble. Long before I was a business owner making money, I started a net worth statement. I'm not sure where I got the idea, but I listed the money I had in bank accounts, the money I make, the money savings, gift cards, whatever you want to do to show that you have wealth, your house, whatever assets you have, your car, it's worth something. List that all at the top as an asset. And then in the bottom, you go and list all your debt. So do you owe a mortgage? Do you have loans? Do you have credit card debt? Do you owe family or friends something? What do you own and how much is it worth? And what do you owe to external sources? At the bottom, you get a net worth number. And that's how one definition of being a millionaire is that net worth. Once you subtract what you owe from your asset value, whatever that number is, if it's $1 million, that is one definition of a millionaire. You have a net worth of $1 million. There's 5 definitions, 6 definitions of a millionaire, depending who you ask, but that is one of the common ones. Once you sell everything you own and pay off the debt, if you have $1 million in value that you're going to walk away with, you are a millionaire. Okay. So do a net worth statement. And here's why I say it. You might be like, well, Tracy, I make this and then I have all this debt. Good. Put it down on paper. One of the biggest, boldest, best moves you could do is go in all your bank accounts, look at your money, go in your wallet, go in your piggy bank, open up every credit card statement, everything you owe, and list it. Because here's the problem. The cloud over your head from the debt and not knowing these numbers is actually worse than just ripping the Band-Aid off and listing it. Because the fogginess and the avoidance and the uncertainty is yucky. It's a very gross feeling. When you can sit down and go, this is not going to be fun, but I'm finally going to acknowledge this. I have a stack of credit card statements. I don't know how I'm going to pay these credit cards, but I'm going to open them up. I'm going to see what they're worth and I'm going to put it down. Because once you start to see your income and your expenses, it becomes black and white. It's empowering. You're taking the first step of taking control of your financial future. And then you know what you're looking at. Then you can go, okay, here's my point. Well, my debt's not that bad and I can start paying it off. Or maybe I need to talk to a financial consultant about remortgaging, consolidating debt, whatever the case is. But avoiding it will absolutely eat at your peace of mind and your gut. It really will. Just rip the Band-Aid off. It's the number one step. Once it's clear, you can start to walk forward from that point in control and not avoiding the elephant in the room that is probably literally sitting on your shoulders due to stress, right? Rip those credit card statements open, not up, and then list it. Number 6, create a net worth statement. One last point on that. The power in that is all of what I just said, plus you create it. And I would recommend when you're working on this, and if you're working on paying down debt, copy that spreadsheet tab every month and put May 2025, June 2025. Do it monthly. Once you are savvy and in control of your income and expenses, you can look at it once a year. I usually look and update it once a year for debt paid down, asset valuation, loans paid off, etc., etc. Bankers need that when you're going to get loans. So I usually, at this point, review it once a year. But when you are really working on debt payment and trying to be a money boss and get in control of your money, look at it monthly. You're working on it and you get in the flow of your money. You get in a relationship with your money. Okay. Number 7, cash. Cash is king. So many people are caught in the trap of tap, 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 tap. Hopefully it's not a credit card tap, which is creating debt. If it's a debit tap, that's better because it's going in an account with a limited amount of funds, as long as you don't have a line of credit on there. But when you are tapping away, it is so easy to lose control, lose context of your money. $100 when you're like, oh, that $100 shirt, yay, tap, tap. It is sure different when you're tapping away hundreds versus going into your wallet and grabbing $100. When you are dealing with physical money, it makes your money real because it is. Oh gosh, in my when I was hell bent to become the boss of my money and stop overspending on credit card and getting in debt. I created a budget. And then what I did was each month I took out my spending money and put it in envelopes. To this day, I still use a similar system where I take out my spending money cash. And you're like, well, big fancy money boss you are. I don't care how little money you have or how much money you have, both ends of it and in the middle. Managing your money is the most important because no matter how much you make, you can spend it. Look at all those top sports players that make all this money and they end up going bankrupt. How do they do it? Well, because it's very easy to have your income, your lifestyle match your new income level. So if you are not tracking your money and paying physical cash, you don't have a clue. And then sure enough, you get home from a shopping trip and you're like, oh my gosh, I spent the grocery money again on shirts. I may have done that a time or two. And then you get home and you're like, I don't have grocery money. So now where's that grocery money going? Credit card. And that's how you create debt. And you have 200 on your credit card. Well, if you didn't have money from your paycheck left and you now have 200 plus on your credit card, and next month you only have enough for your cost of living, what's going to happen to that debt? It's going to gain interest. It's going to add up. Use a cash money system. There are money envelopes. You can do just physical envelopes or jars, or there's actual money envelope systems now to help people manage. And you just put your grocery money, spending money into different slots within these envelopes, and you spend it. And then once Tracy's spending money is done, the fun is up for the month. You don't keep on tap, tap, tap and spending the grocery money. Yes, I am Buzzkill Tracy, but here's the thing, guys. If you want to be the boss of the money, the boss of your money, and not your money bossing you around and ruining your life with debt and stress, these are the unsexy, unglamorous, day-to-day things you need to do to become the boss of money. We all want the fancy, start a side hustle. But if we can't manage our money on a wage, we can't manage a company, income and expenses, right? So it starts with getting in touch with your money flow. What's coming in? What's going out? Your budget, your net worth, spending cash only, and doing your best to prevent overspending. Having a money goal. If you don't have any money goals or a bigger vision for your life, it's very easy just to tap your money away, hopefully envelope your money away, and spend it on useless things. Maybe you're dying to go on a trip. Well, set that as your goal. It is not very hard to add up to the cost of a trip on the amount of consumer debt that people end up spending. If you say you want to go on a trip, what do you need to cut in your spending? Or what do you need to save to go on that trip? If you have a goal, you're going to be more motivated to stick to your budget, to save, to go out and make extra income, whatever it is. Goals help direct your money, focus, attention, and energy. Number 9, starting a relationship with your money. Realizing that money is a tool to help you in your life. It's not the be all, the end all. Heck, in the olden days, they used to trade their potatoes for sheep. They used to trade their fish for clothing. The money that we are so angry over, stressed over, is paper. All it is a form of currency, energy that reflects the value we put into the world. So our wage or our company income. And then people pay us for the value that we deliver in this world as a person or through our business. Start a relationship with your money. And that starts with respecting your money. All of the things that we spoke about, 1 to 8, budgeting, knowing your money personality, paying yourself first, controlling your impulse spending, tracking your money like you're a successful person. Because when you start tracking your money by budgeting and by doing a net worth, you start to feel different. You feel a little more professional. And you act a little more professional, then you get professional results, and then you have a better money result. Start a relationship with money. Start appreciating it. Start focusing on the positive things it does in your life. If you find a quarter on the ground, this sounds funny. Appreciate it. The universe has sent you money. It may not be the $25,000 you wanted, but it's free money you didn't have. And what happens is when you get in a relationship with your money and you appreciate it and you show gratitude for what you have, money you find, a refund you get, you start to get a positive money flow. And then when you bring your frequency of money and your feelings up, money starts to come to you. When you are in debt and you hate money and it's out of control and you're scared and fearful, think of that. Feel it. You know what that feels like. What does that feel like? Do everything you can to not feel that. Become a money boss. 1 to 10, these steps are going to help you start a better relationship with your money. And when you appreciate your money and you show gratitude for money and you start showing up in the marketplace as an employee or a business owner, if you have a strong relationship with money, money says, sure, I'm coming to you. Money is attracted to positive money vibe. If you have a terrible vibe about money and you hate it and you think rich people are greedy, guess what happens? Put the Teflon over your body and your purse and your bank account, because that money is going to slide right off because you hate money. So you repel it. Here's into the woo-woo of money, but it is true. Your thoughts and beliefs create your feelings, and your feeling is another word for your vibe, your frequency, your attraction. And we don't attract what we want in this world. We attract who we are. So if we are a person that overspends and hates money and wastes our money and never saves, that is the vibe that we're on. And guess what happens? Money comes and goes, comes and goes. But if we're somebody that saves and budgets and creates a net worth statement and starts to appreciate each and every penny that we have, that's a better relationship, isn't it? Think of it as a person. If you're in a relationship with a person you hate, how does that feel? What do they feel about you? Same with money. Start a relationship with money, because money is a powerful tool to help you buy experiences, buy products and services, make your life more comfortable, and help you improve your life and situation for yourself and your family and future generations. Number 10, if you want to be a money boss, study. Here's the thing. Most people spend more time planning their evening TV schedule, Netflix schedule, or planning their annual holiday than they do studying money. If you think of it, everything you've wanted to learn, let's say you went to school to be a graphic designer. You went to school, you paid money, you learned how to be a graphic designer. Money is a skill. We're not taught that. We just think it's for the elite few that are born with the genetic lottery, born to the right rich parents, or they get lucky or they win the lottery. It's not. Money is a skill just the same as learning what you do for work, just the same as learning a sport. If you are any age other than 0, you have learned a skill. And if you're 1 year old, you've learned skills. Money is a skill. And if you want to become a money boss, you need to get serious about it, People that are financially successful don't stumble upon it. They take these 10 millionaire money moves, money boss moves that I just shared. They learn this and they improve their situation. They improve their thoughts and beliefs about money. They change it from what they were programmed, and then they have a better feeling. If they have a better feeling about money, they take a better action. If they take a better action, then they get a better result. And then what happens is you go from dirt poor to a little bit better to, oh my God, I'm learning this. I can make more money. I'm gaining more skills. I know what to do. Then all of a sudden, you're $1 million business owner. And even if $1 million business owner isn't your goal, I just use that one. If that is not your goal, heck, just living within your means, being the boss of money, making enough money to pay your bills, not overspending, replacing your wage. We don't need to have these big, lofty goals. Just being the boss of your money and being in charge of your income and expenses and knowing your numbers, that right there will get that elephant off your shoulders, push it away, and go, I am the creator of my reality. I am not going to be a broke person. I am going to be a money boss and realize that money is a skill that I can learn. Money is a tool to help me on this journey called life. And I, no matter what my upbringing is, can learn, change my thoughts, beliefs, feelings, actions, and have a better result when it comes to money. I hope this was valuable. These are the unsexy, sexy millionaire money moves. If you want to be a money boss, you don't go from 0 to million. You don't even go from 0 to 100,000. You go from learning how to manage your money, learning to reprogram, all of those things I covered. If you want to be a money boss, this is where it's at, right here. So I would like to challenge you. There's a lot here. Don't try and do all 10 all at once. It's too much. We can only really work at one goal or two goals max at a time. What is your first one? What do you want to work on? You want to work on your money mindset. That's a good one. You can start listening to audiobooks, YouTube videos, podcasts like this. Go find some of the classic books about Think and Grow Rich, The Science of Getting Rich, all of the classics. Read a book about money. Then you're going to start to change your thoughts and beliefs, feelings, actions, results. It's as easy as that. So what is your action item? Are you going to focus on learning? That's probably a great start. Number 2 would be a budget. What is your income? What's your expenses? What's left? Do you have money to save? Get to know those numbers and start working with your budget for a couple months. And then maybe you'll start a net worth statement. That might even be something you want to do at the same time as your budget. If you're in the money zone, okay, how much is coming in every month? How much do I have to pay out in bills? And what is my savings? The next spreadsheet over, the next tab over, what do I all own? What is it worth? What do I all owe? What is my net worth number? That might be one activity. Getting an understanding of your financial position. Saving 20 bucks a month to change your identity as a saver. Somebody that's in control of their money, not somebody that's controlled by their impulse spending. So much here. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Honestly, I feel this is the work of my lifetime. Life doesn't need to be a struggle. And the biggest reason it is a struggle is we're not taught this. I don't know why. Well, I have my theories. That aside, life is a struggle because money is such an important part of life, and nobody teaches us this. School teaches us like the basic math and then advanced math that is useless. It doesn't teach us this. Our family can only teach us what they know. So who teaches us this? Most kids don't go, hey, I'm just leaving the bar and I'm going to go read a book on budgeting. They're rare. one that wants to really be focused and be successful. But nobody teaches us this. So promise me this. Look me in the eye, please. No matter where you're at in your money situation, you can change your life. These steps, this video is literally all you need to know about getting control of your money. Simple. I'm not patting myself on the back. There's a lot of wisdom I've learned from many other people here, and 42 years of being a money boss, winning, failing, optimizing, learning. So look me in the eye and go, Tracy, I can do this. Because you can. You absolutely can. Doesn't matter where you were born, what your situation is, as long as you want to, more than your excuses, you're going to do it, right? What is that reason you want to get out of debt? To get out of debt, it's stressful. Maybe you want to make a lot of money. Maybe you want to launch a business. What is your why? Maybe you've seen people in your life that struggled with debt and you're like, heck to the no, I am not living my life this way. Well, if you don't want to live your life the way you've seen people living, it's on you, hun. It's on you, and you can do it. So I hope this has been helpful. You can be a money boss. I know you can. Follow these 10. Come back to this video. Pick one. Don't get overwhelmed. Work on it until you master it. Then come back, pick another one, and then in no time, you're stepping forward. And then one day, you're going to be the boss of your money, not money being the boss of you. I hope you enjoyed this. I will see you in the next episode. Bye.